And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, Harold. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Matt, this is a team after my heart. They lead the league in stolen bases. Look out. They're going to come at you running. They're going to run to first if they walk. They're going to steal second if it's sitting out there. They just run. I'm excited to watch them play.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Matt, we won't see a whole lot of arguing with Jerry. Jerry misses a pitch, he'll tell you, I missed it. What? And if you turn around and you ask him, Jerry, how far off the plate was that? It's a Hall of Fame pitch, HR, Hall of Fame. So, Jerry, you got my respect, man. I love it. And the players love him, and so do the pitchers.
Hey, good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 3rd, first baseman number 19.
Now at the plate, Joey Votto. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Now here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Votto will take the turn and head for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the 1st inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 9 homers, comes in with an average of 265 and 31 RBIs. 2 out here and a runner at second. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Those 2-out hits are so big, they're so valuable, and to have a 2-out double, now you got a chance to drive in a run and get on the board when it looked like you were going to get nothing.
Here it comes, 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Number 51, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
Here's Brett Gardner now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Harold, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
And Matt, I mean, another thing, I look at this team, it makes me nervous, you know, because this is when you start seeing managerial changes. We're in May, and everybody, you look around, there's changes being made, and your team is falling behind. They're not playing good ball. So they got to turn this around and figure out what direction they want to go in, because they can drift out of this real quick.
Again, he sends it out of play. Oh, and 2, here it is. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First things first, here's a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch on its way. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Gardner is on his way home. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Matt Holliday standing in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 258 the average to begin play. 9 homers and 30 RBIs. Now the 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. A play at the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And now a run comes across.
That was just great awareness out there on the base pass. He bolts for third the instant the ball skips away, but he keeps his eye behind the plate all the way. And when he sees they're having trouble with it, he rockets home to score. Love that aggressiveness.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
Here's Starlin Castro, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to inning number 2 here at Forbes Field. It's the Yankees 2 and the Reds nothing. Digging in now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Eugenio Suarez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Right fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The designated hitter, Patrick Kivlahan.
Into the box now, Patrick Kivlahan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
You know, this is the kind of location you can get away with when you throw your fastball like that. That's certainly not where he wanted it to end up. But when it's coming in that hot, it's tough for guys to put it in play, especially when they're protecting with 2 strikes.
Now to the plate, Jose Peraza. And he's a guy that's not afraid to run if he gets aboard. Comes in ranked 2nd on the team in stolen bases. From the stretch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, I'm almost shaking my head up here, Matt. Another pitch right down the middle. Now, early in the game, he's getting away with it. But if he wants to have any length in this game at all, he's going to have to get the ball in the corners.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
He's safe.
96 miles an hour. That's bringing it. Challenged him, and he got the base hit the opposite way. I got to give him credit for barreling up. Now, I don't know for sure if he was on time or if he was late, but either way, he got the barrel on it and got the hit.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 0-1 delivery. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau.
Didi Gregorius.
Here comes the first pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
And here's how the Reds line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
Here's Chase Headley. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away.
Batting 9th, first baseman, Chris Carter.
Here's Chris Carter now. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. And that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0
Leading
for
off
1
for the
for
Reds,
him here in this one.
Center fielder number 6, Billy Hamilton.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here it comes. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bit outside, 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
Hit to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And he shoots this back into center field for a base hit. So instead of leading off the next inning, the 2-out hit brings Adam Duvall in this inning.
Well, here's another multi-hit game. Here we are in May. He's over 300. I think he's going to have a good year, be able to keep this up throughout the rest of the summer. He's off to a great start.
Striding in once again, Adam Duvall.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, he's got to know by now. He's not going to challenge me. He's got to start looking on the corners. Maybe he'll get something to drive. But other than that, you're probably taking your base.
Here it comes, 2-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And an easy play out there for Headley, and that ends the inning. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Reds nothing. Digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First offering on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
The 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with a third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
The 0-2 once more. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Throw on to first, two gone.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter, Matt Holliday.
Ready for another chance, Matt Holliday. He's set. Here it comes. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having two quick outs. Nice job.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eugenio Suarez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Again, a 1-2. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. The windup and the 0-1. fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far, with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Now at the plate, Patrick Kivlahan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now the 0-1. And that one right down Main Street.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Gardner. He's there, but oh, he missed it.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
Kivlahan takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Wow, the hitter was running and watching the ball. I don't think he even believed what he was seeing. I know I didn't. By the time they caught up to it, it was too late. He was crossing the plate for an inside the Parker.
And here's Jose Peraza, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. And that ends the inning. So 1 run, no hits in the inning, 1 Yankee error, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the Reds 1. Stepping up to the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Gets dirty and gloves it. The second for 1. He beat it out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler on the move. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They still lead it 2-1. At the plate, Tucker Barnhart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Tucker Barnhart.
First offering on its way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio. Getting ahead and getting them out.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swings through it for strike number 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball hit hard toward first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The batter number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
1 strike offering now to Hamilton. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The New York Yankees claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Luis Severino wins his 3rd of the season. Number 51 was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees.